Hello, and thank you for joining me once again on our quest to defeat the Sorcerer King. So, where were we? Where were we indeed? Well, I'll tell you. Where we were we were about to escort a pioneer unit, which is currently languishing in our fair city of Attica, down this road to capture this shard, for we want to grow our power. We've done quite a bit of scouting around the world. We can see here shards that the Sorcerer King has attacked. And, yes, our scout is currently in this area of the minimap, beginning to explore the frozen tundra. Or he would be if I could see him on the screen. What has happened? Oh, there he is by those mountains. God, I thought we lost him then. Those bandits, you know, you have to watch them. You have to watch... Ooh. Oh my. A reminder. Time and time again you have shown a lack of obedience, Tinkerer. Do you feel no gratitude for the gifts I have bestowed upon you? The guidance I have given you on how to use the forge? Your very rule over Attica, a reminder of my power, is in order. I shall place a terrible Umberdroth upon your doorstep. I will not forget this betrayal, Sorcerer King. Will not take this lying down, ladies and gentlemen. It was your betrayal that precipitated this, Tinkerer. I regret the unnecessary deaths of all my subjects. Yours, however, I think may be necessary. Oh, we're coming to blows now. We are seriously coming to blows. Where is this unit that he is talking about, though? That's what concerns me. Right there. Now then. I seem to remember that we have some scrolls in our possession. If we just have a little look. Oh, we need to dish this out as well. That's something worth doing. But yes, we have some curse scrolls which removes the target's defense for 3 turns. Now the Umberdroth is a very powerful defensive unit. A defense of 32 is quite stunning, actually. So if we curse him, then we might be able to take him down extremely easily. High HP pool, but that doesn't mean much when you've got no defense. So that's going to be our plan. So, slight sidetrack, slight detour before we escort the Pioneer, but this needs to be taken care of. So let's get to this. Oh, that reminds me, I need to equip my armor. We're going to equip some chain gauntlets to our magician. And what are our stats on Drogon? Only defense of 10, and our Dwarven Warrior also has a defense of 10. So I think we're going to give him the plate Cuirass, I don't know. We're going to give him that. So, and here we go. Let's go and try and defeat this Umberdroth menace. And the fact that it gets to attack first is disturbing, to say the least. Unholy Howl. Gives all friendly units a boost to attack and initiative equal to the unit's level. So his attack and initiative are actually quite high now, aren't they? Great. Right, so our wolf... Who have we got in the initiative order? Our wolf is going to move down here and use the curse... Shit, ow! I was about to say a naughty word, YouTube. Oh dear! So we'll just howl instead. That's unfortunate. I didn't realise the curse scroll had to be used on an adjacent enemy. And this is dangerous. I'm sure... Hang on, I've got my dwarf. An attack of 32. I have a sneaking suspicion that will one-shot our dwarven compatriot. I'm not entirely sure how defense and armor works, but I'm pretty sure that will. So let's give this a try. We've cursed him. Do we have... We'll try and blind him. Actually, what's his spell resist? Spell resist 100. There is no point in trying to blind him because he will resist the spell's effect. You have to watch that, you know. And we shall just try and smite him with fire. Called it, though I'm very disappointed. That's another tiny death on my hands. Half a conscience point has been expended. I'm I'm going to use Dwarven Fury simply because it does more damage. And more damage is... Ay, ay, ay. Ha. Time to make use of the heal spell. What else? Can we... Oh, I've already used my Sovereign Cast. Wonderful. That's all it could do. Oh, no. Oh, hang on. No. Wait. We have another unit. We are going to summon the bear. Go on, bear. Go on, bear. You do your there we go. Right. Not so much of the undry. You know, I thought it wouldn't have much dodge, but apparently it does. So, I'm going to keep going. Going to keep fighting. And you see, casting the bear was something I should have done sooner. Much sooner, in point of fact. Now, it could probably resist the freezing strike, so that's not worthwhile. The crushing blow will do 18 to 20 damage. And we can see in this initiative order, if indeed this is correct, that our other units should be able to finish it off. So we'll use crushing... Oh, we'll just crit it. Hey, I'm happy with this. I can live. Another moment of silence for a tiny, fallen, brave warrior. Such is life. You die. Sorry, kids. There you go. Life lesson. But we shall continue. Apparently, I'm in a bit of a morbid mood. We have found some recipes. We found a recipe of mysteriousness that is so mysterious we don't know what it is. A bug there, methinks. A bug. And a mirror shield recipe. Don't actually know what that does, but that's quite interesting. We shall continue to adventure this way, just to see what we can see. And there was something, actually. I actually watched back one of my other videos, just to sort of remind myself where we were in all this. And yes, I just thought we might be able to craft a burning axe. To axe some burning, fiery questions. So we are going to craft this. Yeah. We'll craft the burning axe, and we shall give that to Drogon the dwarf, because his current axe just simply does -2 initiative and backswing, so if he misses, he can hit again. Whereas the burning axe is a lot more physical attack and a bit of fire attack on top. Who can argue? I certainly can't. So we'll equip that to Drogon. Idle cities. Avalon is not doing anything. It has built its garden. And I would like it just to build a work camp at this point. We do need to explore down to the south very soon and see where these guys actually are. Also, it looks like might be a nice place to settle if there's anything good down here as well, so see how that works out. Okay, so we're one turn away from getting our pikemen. And we're going to come down this road with our increased movement speed. You see, I've just come from here down the road. I haven't even used a movement point yet. Roads are so worthwhile. So very, very worthwhile. And we'll come down here. Now, where's my... Speaking of which... Okay, where is it? There we go. I could have just clicked on this, if I'm perfectly honest. But we'll also get our pioneer to sit safely behind our army. We don't want it to get involved in the fighting, but that will do for now. Let's just keep going. Keep going. Ooh. Is that Varda the Slayer? I think it might be. Right, well this is interesting. Now, in the very first video, I very quickly glossed over our active quests, one of which is to break a champion's curse. When the Sorcerer King swept over these lands, he defeated the greatest champions that stood against him. By then turning them into horrific statues, he hoped to communicate a message to those who might think to oppose him. I will turn you into a rock, the message reads. As one of the last channelers alive, only you have the power to break the spell binding these great heroes. Find one of these statues and free the champion trapped within. Now, I could go and basically run onto the statue headlong like I did that sodding, battleground not too long ago. But if I do that, especially in this champion's case, I will initiate a combat encounter, which I need to win her over onto my side. And given that she's a champion very much like Drogon with her own her own skill tree, and she's a very good one, actually, I don't want to do that. So I know she's there. When I get there, I can make good use of it. Now, I could forgo an outpost here and settle the city in this area. Could do that because, honestly, although it seems like you're building a heck of a lot of threat by settling more and more cities, we've got a threat of 2, unfortunately. He's starting to mobilise his army against us now, so we need to be careful. In general, once you've actually hit that sort of threat of 2, you're really not in too much trouble as far as raising more threat. The Sorcerer King knows you're going for cities now, so unless you do something really drastic, he doesn't really care too much as long as you're careful. There's the watchword. So I could put a city here, but I still think it's more vital to pick up the shard, so I'm probably going to settle an outpost first and come back here later to settle the city. Much more my favoured idea. Anyway, sorry, that unit's idle. I need to end the turn and skip its remaining movement. We have just encountered the Keepers of the Flame. This voice is going to kill me. Shh! A man approaches us. What does it wish for us Keepers of the Flame? This is going to be great. We wish nothing, Keepers of the Flame, only to speak. Have you heard of the Sorcerer King? This name is not familiar to us. The Sorcerer King aims to cast a spell which will doom us all, my toasty friend. Explain this doom. He harvests magic from the shards to cast a spell that makes him a god. This is the Sorcerer King. He is the one who has recovered the Kurgan's bane. Yes, this one we must stop. If you fight him too, we may have cause for assisting you. Okay, I'm going to stop now. I'm just going to put a slight emphasis on things. They're going to sound like snakes, but hey, we'll do this. Speak with us later. We have much to discuss. We'll do just that, my flammable sir. My flammable sir. You cautiously back away from the flaming creature. Very wise. Why have we got a report? Ah, because we've just encountered them. Fair enough. Let's speak to them again, see what they want. The Western Kingdom. We need something of you. Surrender to the Sorcerer King at once. Okay, I didn't stop, I lied. I can't help it. What? What's wrong with you? Earlier you said we must stop him. We have changed our minds. You must surrender to his desires. All depends on it. Wise choice. Why does all depend on it? We do not know. It just does. Your kind exists. Sorry, excuse me. Oh God, this voice. Your kind exists outside of time. You see all that is and ever will be. How can you not know? Something is wrong with us. But what? And how? Has the Sorcerer King visited you lately? No. But yes, the artifact, the inverted flicker. The inverted flicker? A flame which flows downward, very powerful, precious to us. Thought lost to horizontal time. We found, but was a tick, the Bane. That Bane is just the worst. The Bane wants us to unleash the Mithrilar. It senses we stand in its way. It tampers with the flicker through its minion, the Sorcerer King. It focuses its malevolence on us. The flicker now warps our minds. I hate that Bane so much. Yes, warping a mortal's mind. The Bane is powerful. Were it to successfully warp ours, it would be unstoppable. We will destroy the flicker. Thank you. You have done us a great service. No problem, Keepers. Get well soon. You cautiously back away from us. Ah, God, I'm knackered. Well, I did say there would be ham and cheese, so, you know, you got what you came for. I hope you're happy. You cautiously back away from the flaming creature. Let's hope you don't have to talk to them too often, or I'm going to be absolutely shattered. Okay, where were we? Yes, we were escorting our pioneer down towards his outpost's resting place. We have a Darkling. I'm really not fussed about that next to our city. Although our city has got no units in it, apart from a couple of garrisons, which is a logistician and administrator, respectively, it actually does automatically spawn 2 units of archers if it's attacked. So right now, I care not. The city is fine. We'll go and have them join our armies. Looks like we've got another potential site down here. We'll just finish exploring down here for now. See what we can see. I perhaps put those a bit too close, actually, but is that on a monster den? Not sure. We can finally go and explore that in. That'll be good. And Attica has leveled up once more. Now, the sensible thing to do would probably be to get the food resource. Because, quite frankly, we've got more enchantment slots than we know what to do with. I mean, I could just... If I had the mana, I could continuously stack Nature's Bounty over and over and over again to raise the city's food. That's not a bad idea. Now I think about it, that's not a bad idea at all. And more production is nice, another 5 hammers, but food. You know what? Screw the food, I'm just going to enchant it. Yeah, absolutely. We've got a plan coming on here. Definitely got a plan. Okay, so spells. Because we have... Oh, hang on, I thought we had... You know, I thought we had more essence than that. Hang on a minute. I can't actually see them. Or is it that we've used 2 of them, so we've only got 3 essence remaining? That might be it, but don't know. Nature's Bounty. No, I've just picked up far less essence than... Oh, no, oh, good lord, I've been misreading this. We have 12 essence on the city to use, and we've only used... And we've only got 3 enchantments on the city. For any of you who don't know, that's nuts. So... Yeah, that's pretty good. When we've got a bit more mana, if we've got mana to spend, I'll just enchant it again now. So we've got a ridiculous amount of food. The city's going to level up very, very fast now. So, and it's also idle. I need to build something. I'm going to build a workshop for the +3 production. Just easy, cheap at 3 turns. And another shard has been attacked. And what you may have just missed up there is that this outpost just shot and killed the Darkling that was in its area of effect. This Trog will also have been injured at the same time, it just obviously hasn't keeled over yet. So this shard all the way down by the Flame Keep... Oh! If you might remember in our last video, I had a theory that the Imperials would be down here somewhere. But as it turns out, it looks like the Keepers of the Flame are down here instead. So, are the Imperials sort of here-ish? Or is this sort of glitch here, marking a domain? I need to get my... I do need to get my scout back and have a little look. But that inn beckons first. Let's go and do this. So that's what the bucket was for. In this inn, you're disturbed by commotion down the hall. You emerge in your night clothes to find the landlord's son and daughter filling a strange box with ice that they're chipping off a larger block. For the guests, they explain. To chill their beverages. This all seems over-elaborate and unnecessary to you, and it's certainly disturbing your sleep. Now, we could offer him a job as a soldier, because we are currently lacking since our dwarven compatriots died. A pioneer at this point in the game would be very powerful, very useful. I think a job as a soldier we could do with the extra, you know, the extra arms. "This is a stupid job, and your father hates you," you state confidently to the young man. "With strong arms like his, he'd make a fine soldier," and so you offer him a position with your army. So +1 persuasion, and the landlord's son, who I've just realised is kicking about, excuse me, all the way over yonder. So we shall take our scout and bring him over here. I'm going to actually expend a load of mana, because this guy is actually a very powerful unit, all things considered. Let's see what he's got. Counterattack. Yeah. I think we can use him. So I'm actually going to spend a bit of mana. I'm going to class Cloud Walk. I'm going to get this incredibly aggravating unit list up. Why on earth couldn't I just select the unit that's going to cast it? But I select my Landlord's Son and click Cast. And then I click a point inside our own territory, which will be here. And lo and behold, he has appeared for the low cost of 10 mana. And he is going to combine, and we now have a very sizable army. We shall equip the Landlord's Son with some armour. We could do with doing the same with our pikemen, so before I forget, I'm going to craft some. Let's see. Sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart there. Right, we're gonna craft some chain boots. Some chain boots will do. We'll just store those in the inventory. It's probably easier that way. And we shall equip our pikemen with those. Great. But most importantly of all, we have an outpost to settle. And having done that... Yes, okay, in the last video I was a bit confused because we didn't actually have a road. Now I assumed that this route here was the shortest path for our settlements, if you like, to connect to with, or connect up with. It just seems like it took a couple of turns for the road to be built. So we now have a path that leads from Attica down to Avalon, and because I built this outpost here, it's decided to connect it from Avalon. So we're missing a bit of road here, but I'm not going to fuss over that too much. And we are going to claim this shard for the good of the kingdom. And we're really starting to truck now with mana growth and everything else. Very happy with this. Now one thing we need to do, it might be, we could do with a Pioneer on this to get to this outpost to upgrade its level. So basically we get attack 1. Enemy unit damage and zone of control is increased to 4, then 8, then probably I would assume to 16, maybe 12. But it's quite a considerable amount of damage over time. It really can help, and especially for single units. Perhaps not this Trog. Trogs are quite powerful, but especially for Darklings, you'll kill them in 1 turn, 2 turns. No problem. So, idle units. Let's just finish exploring up here. I'll probably bring him back with the Cloud Walk spell so we can come and explore to the south of us shortly. Now, what's our army going to do? Our army could be total bosses and go and wipe out this army here. In fact, I think we're going to give this a try. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Now, oof. Now, pikemen are not leveled up, and that guy hits like a freight train. This is the guy we want to watch out for here. So we're going to move our wolf into Howl. That's our standard intro. He's got 21 HP. And this guy hits like more of a freight train, so we're going to whittle him down first if we can. Great. Oh. Why are you moving like that? That seems interesting. And you can see here that our new Landlord's Son, 16 to 18 damage, can also do a shockwave, a minor earthquake that damages all enemies within 1 radius of the caster for 14 damage. That's a brilliant bit of AoE damage, but we're just going to whittle this guy down. But whew, that counterattack. And our pikemen. Oh, I love that animation. I love that little twirl before they attack. We're going to run our Dwarven monster, our Dwarven killing machine up here. having used Command on himself and Dwarven Fury. And he gets to attack again. And he gets to attack again. And he gets to attack again. Oh, it's so good. I think I might want to raise his initiative so he goes a bit sooner, which I could do with enchantments when I get the relative items, cedarwood oil in particular. And it's actually quite hard to get hold of, but if we get enough, we're laughing. Oh, I'm already laughing, who am I kidding? And we got some new armour, which is great. Plate armour is generally some of the best sort of non-magical stuff that you can get. It's very good. And we shall claim the lair. Though most of the outputs are... Yep. Blade of Vengeance, crafting ingredient. A shattered blade that could be crafted into a sword, axe, or bow. More flagons and flawed sign. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Now also, having watched the videos back, I believe it was at the very start of episode 2 that I said we would be speccing into Merciless Strength as a huge sort of... what's the term? As a huge priority, and then I completely and utterly just glossed it over and did not do this. Having said that, now, I'm curious as to whether or not... Now, Polar Vortex, I think, pretty much used to just... It did more than 5 damage, so I'm curious as to whether or not it's set 5 damage, or whether or not that damage includes your damage bonuses. So I may as well get it early while we're still not going to panic about things, just to actually confirm this, because I don't want my dwarf to die. So if we can find some weak units to test that out on, it would be a very good idea. Get my scout to continue on his merry way. Lots and lots of lovely goody huts. I do like. Another abandoned village. It's the maintenance fees where they get you. Excuse me? This village is empty, but otherwise intact. You find a man who explains that he found the village abandoned and has since cleaned it up and is trying to sell it to people who desire places to vacation. His patter is very convincing, and he promises you gifts if you merely stay and listen to his pitch. Timeshare, it gets everywhere. Let's offer this fool more rewarding work. You grasp the man by the shoulders and shake him. This is hot nonsense and you should be embarrassed of yourself. You shake him some more. Come with me to a better life. You lead him from the town, still shaking him just a little bit. The shaken administrator is now ours, which will increase our logistics again, I believe. So this is good. Now... I'm just going to try this whirlwind out on this Trog Archer and see what happens. I'm not going to cast Howl, I'm just going to skip to my Sovereign's turn, because I just want to see exactly what this will do. So if we now use Polar Vortex, 4 damage. So it looks like it does only do 5 damage minus the... Why am I attacking again? Oh. What? Hang on. Every time the Dwarf Lord lands a kill... Oh. Well, apparently I'm acting again, so that's that then. Well, that's interesting. Sorry, that flummoxed me for a moment there. Yeah, okay. Well, that is interesting. But having said all of that, with that small test out of the way, I think this draws this current episode to a close. So thank you ever so much for joining me, and please, if you enjoyed it, join me next time as we tackle yet another exciting episode to thwart the Sorcerer King. So until then, great health and good gaming. See you next time.